Well, it's been a while since I last made a video, and here's my excuse. I've been lazy, and I was also sick. And I've been putting it off. Well, here we are today with a new video. And, well, I know I said I'd be making another animal rights video soon. I prefer to make those when I've got more peace and quiet and sound mind. Because, you know, I don't exactly have very much freedom of speech in my house with my own family. So, I said we're going to be doing a review today for a wonderful book I just got in the mail. And also, this is the second time I've had to record this video because my iPad ran out of storage data. And I only got like 5 minutes into filming the last time and it, well, stopped recording. So I had to delete something else on my iPad to make room. And let's make this video no more than 10 minutes. So, what are we looking at today? The Art of Atari. This book, oh, beautiful book, even comes with its own little nice frilly bookmark. This beautiful book is a nice hardcover, kind of like a coffee table book about the history of Atari and the artwork from the game boxes. Now, I'm a hardcore, deep retro gamer. In case you didn't know, I got 3 favorite video game consoles. PS2, because that was my childhood, NES, and Atari 2600. And I love old games. I'm going way back, early 80s, even back to the 1970s. And I love them. I love them so much. And I just love this beautiful artwork also. And I just bought this a few days ago. It came in the mail today from Amazon with express shipping. So I just ate dinner, so gotta clear my throat. I wanted to get the 1-day shipping, but I was a little bit late. Had I ordered the book like just 20 minutes earlier, I could have got express 1-day shipping. But it finally came in today, which is fair enough because Friday is usually my retro game night anyway. So lucky it came in today. Oh, I love this. So, let's open it up. It's a nice hardcover. This was 35 Canadian dollars on Amazon.ca. I think that's the retail price. Actually, if you look at the back, $39.99. I think that's the Canadian retail price, but I got it only for $35 on Amazon, and I ordered it directly from Amazon. Oh, I love this. That's Adventure Indy 500. That is Crystal Castles. That's a game I don't have much experience with. And that's Yara's Revenge. That's a classic. Let's open it up. Very nice. Oh, I love this. Just look at this. Oh, Berserk's one of my favorite. Oh, look at that. Here we have Adventure, Warlords, Combat, one of the classics, one of the early ones. Mario Brothers. Now, you probably don't know this, but yes, Nintendo's Mario Brothers, the arcade game from '83, was on Atari 2600, and a lot of people forget this sometimes, and it was actually a half-decent port. Also, we got Pole Position. That's a good one. That's a great one. Basketball is actually pretty fun. It had some pretty impressive AI for its time, for 1978. Oh, yes, Jungle Hunt. Missile Command. Missile Command's one of my favorites. Oh, yes, Missile Command. One of my childhood favorites. And there's Thou Shalt Not Be Mentioned. A certain angry nerd does not like that game. And neither do I. I have one of those cartridges. I have an ET cartridge around here somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. God, it was terrible. Terrible game. But then again, it's not as bad as people think. It's terrible, but it's more mediocre than anything else, really. I don't know. Oh, yes, there's Air Sea Battle. So we open it up. And, there's Home Run. Dodge'em is a game I recently, over the past couple of months. I've found a really appreciation for Dodge'em. It's really fun. Maze Craze, Miss Pac-Man. Down here, I think that's Pele Soccer. Let's open it up. The Art of Atari. Beautiful. Pac-Man. Table of contents. We have 350 pages. We start off with an introduction, and here we have the birth of Atari. This was Space War, and this came before Pong. This was a much earlier game from 1971, and well, it's actually a pretty advanced game for its time. Actually, a lot more advanced than Pong. The trouble was, in 1971, most people in public couldn't really understand how to play it, and it didn't do very well because of that. And these machines were also very expensive to produce, I think, for their time. They had to streamline the process with Pong to produce more simpler machines. And this is, of course, the famous Pong. This is where it really started, in 1972. I love the old adverts you'll see in here. You'll see all the artwork in here, old advert flyers. I love it. There's Nolan Bushnell. Which one is Nolan Bushnell? That's yeah, that's which one is Nolan Bushnell? I forget. Don't want to point my finger at the wrong one in case I do get it wrong, and someone in the comments who actually does know chews me out for it. I think it's the one with the beard. I think it's this guy. Yeah, that's got to be Nolan. I'll move on. Yeah, and Steve Jobs worked at Atari. He helped to create Breakout, one of my favorite '70s video games. But he was an asshole, and he went to his grave an asshole. He screwed over his partner, ran off with a bunch of money from him that he was supposed to give him, and founded Apple, and ended up screwing over consumers years later with expensive phones that cost 10 cents to make. And he charges people 10 times for them. And I'm filming this on an Apple iPad, which is certain to slow down. In case you haven't heard the news, Apple's remotely slowing down people's Apple products so to get people to buy new ones, and I'm pretty pissed about that. So let's not go on a rant and a rave. Let's look at a lot of nice stuff here. We got there's Nolan Bushnell right there. Okay, and this is during Play Meter Magazine, 1975. 1975. Beautiful book. This is not a toy. Yep, that's the one and only 2600. Originally, it was supposed to be released in '76, but what happened was they wanted to wait to release it in '77. I think it was because of a patent issue. I think it had to do with a patent or a marketing thing, but they waited about a year to release it. Fair enough. And of course, it had 9 launch titles, which of course are in this book. Microchip. There's some assembly. Originally, they were produced in California for the first year, and then after that, they were produced in Hong Kong. And the model of Atari 2600 that I have is a what's referred to by collectors as a light sixer. It's a 6-switch, and it's from either 78 or 79. The most sought after by collectors is the heavy sixer, but those are getting harder to find in working condition. We keep going. It's a beautiful book. Let's speed it along here. This is beautiful artwork. Look at the gnomes. Never noticed the gnomes before, or hobbits, or I think they gotta be. I think I say they're gnomes. Bowling is actually a pretty good game. If we go forward a little bit, you take this. You can see it's got a whole section dedicated to the 2600, which I was so happy to see. Yeah, the 2600 originally was supposed to. They came up with the idea to have light guns, and those were added later. Anyway, this is a great book that I highly recommend to any retro gamers. So this is the end of the video. Great book, 5 stars. I'll be making a new video about animal rights very soon. I would do it today, but I don't want to upload like a shit factory, like 2 or 3 or 10 videos a day, because I could do that. I don't want to do that because that would be spamming. Anyway, thanks for watching, and tell me what you think. And bye.